Boom. Remember me? Hey, how's it going, guys? So, I'm going to wait a minute here until a few people get in. It's been a while, and this is not the normal time. So, do. On your way in, like the video, thumbs up, do all the crap. You know what to do. So, yeah, I got to watch StreamYard here on my iPad here because there's been a lot of times where I thought it was doing something and it turns out that it wasn't. Okay, there it goes. So, what's up? Getting more in. How's everybody doing tonight? This is different, isn't it? I kind of like it. Midweek hangout. Midweek hangout. Sorry, I haven't been around. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We got all. So now it seems like StreamYard got their crap together. I can't cuss for I think for the first 15 or 30 minutes or something. Otherwise, my monetization gets in trouble. But let me see here. So we're on Rumble. We are live on Rumble. That is good. We are live on Twitch. That is good. And of course, YouTube. What's everybody doing? How's everybody doing tonight? I'm sorry, I forgot to do one quick thing here before I get into my spiel. Oh, look at that. Finally hit 2,900 subs. Thanks, guys. You guys are freaking awesome. 1 second here. I was running behind. I do apologize. Boom, boom. Make sure that did save. Okay. Before we get started, I got a little bit of news. It's not Camaro. Good evening, sir. Good evening. It's good to see you. Okay, so news. I wanted to start tonight. It's a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. So this is going to be real awesome because McLaren, I don't talk about them on the channel. I did talk about them when they had their 750S coming out, but with ICE engines dying off more and more, I don't care. I like McLaren. McLaren is it's that brand. It's a love-hate thing. So from what I get from a lot of the owners, and I haven't talked to a lot of the owners, but I've talked to quite a few of them, and it's either you get a good one or you get a bad one. That's just the way it works. So either you get a real solid unit and the thing, it's pretty much bomb proof, or you get one that's just like it's problem after problem after problem. So let's start it off. McLaren, they finally have a successor to the P1. So their new Halo car, their benchmark, is going to be. They haven't named it yet, but the code name is P18. That's what they're kind of like. The ZR1 was code name Blue Devil. That's what they're naming this P18. It's supposed to be just over $2 million cars. That's the price mark which they think they're going to hit. It's supposed to be over 1,000 horsepower. We're not supposed to get it until 2026, but I guess April 16th they had a conference or something in I think it was Vegas. Yeah, it says right here, McLaren spokesman declined to comment, shocker, on the discussion event at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas on April 16th. So basically, this thing's supposed to be pretty freaking nuts, and it's going to be a meld. That's the word, their word, not mine. A meld between the Senna and the P1, but better looking. I really hope so because I don't know about you guys, but honest to God, the the clip's going to be coming up probably about another 10 minutes or so. So in case you're wondering, the Z28 ripping, yeah, about 10 minutes. Give me just a few minutes here. So this, I don't know about you guys. Here, let me talk to you for a little bit. But the Senna is probably one of the ugliest cars. I mean, I'm not a big fan. The Senna is seriously a love-hate thing. It's like you I don't know, man. I don't know. If you've ever seen one in person, it's very curvy, but it's very boxy at the same time. It's just not my jam. And they're a lot of money. They're well over $1 million. I think at one point they got up to $2 million. Very, very rare, highly sought after, highly collectible car. But dude, it's just ugly. But the thing is supposed to be super, super fast. So that's how they kind of did this next Halo car. It was supposed to be a meld between the P1 and the Senna. The Senna. So, in my opinion, my own personal opinion, the freaking P1 is the best looking car that McLaren still has to this date. So, I am gonna believe that it's gonna be another hybrid, just like the P1 was. They do talk about high density. Well, for not having any comments, they sure did drop a lot of information, but it says it features a new hydraulic suspension and steering system and carries a high density lightweight battery developed for Formula One race cars. So who knows what it's going to be at this point. They did say that the P18, whatever, is powered by a new V8. Oh, there it goes. With the hybrid system, which is about 70% lighter than the current generation. So that one's going to be cool. I can't wait for that to come up. Never going to be able to afford that bad boy, but I'm sure I'm not alone in that boat. But getting into again, I'll tell you right now, if you can see like my eye right here, yeah, that's what I was out for. It was way worse, man. It looked like I got hit with a freaking baseball bat. So I didn't want to jump on here, as much as I know there's a few of you that would love to see me post ass kicking. Well, there it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I've been dealing with it since like freaking 2006, 2007, maybe. So it hasn't been that bad in a long time. So, but I did while we were live streaming every day, midday, I did learn a few things. So yeah, I don't know. I think the evening time might be the way to go here. So, so it turns out, I was reading the other day. Turns out GM is in. Well, they're potentially in a new. Well, let's just talk about. I wish StreamYard would make it simpler. They're getting a new class action lawsuit. And I don't know if anybody read about this. The 20th. So not last week, but probably the end of the prior week is when this article came out. It says GM is in the crosshairs of a new class action lawsuit for easily hackable key fobs, and I think that this is bullcrap. I did a video on this a long time ago, probably about a month ago. It's a long time on the internet. Yeah, so basically, I read through the article, and I don't know if anybody remembers, but yeah, this reminds me of. I'll just talk to you for Goat Life. What's up, bud? How's it going, man? Tracy, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. This reminds me of, I don't know if most of you were alive back then or whatever, because I do have some pretty young demographics on my channel, but when that lady freaking barbecued her freaking upper lip with that coffee at McDonald's. Remember that? This kind of reminds me of that scenario where, you get a cup of coffee, hot coffee. You can feel the cup. It's hot. Yet you go to freaking take a big old gulp and you just freaking, turn the inside of your mouth medium rare, trying to. I mean, this is kind of the same scenario. I did a video on it. There was another YouTuber that did a video on this as well. But pretty much what I was saying was, when you hit the button on your fob, it sends a shortwave or whatever remote signal to your car, and the receiver picks it up, and it completes the system. And as long as you keep your key fob away from the car, there's really not a lot they can do. I think that this is bullcrap. I think it's not really going to go anywhere. Here, let's add it back in. We'll talk about it here. But it says that, and this is the part that bothered me, was they talk about this cell phone size device that you can they use to duplicate or mimic the code on the key, and you can open the door, start, push a button and start the engine. The car doesn't know. The car thinks that the fob's inside the car, and they're claiming, which I think they're being a little over dramatic, but it's saying the whole process takes 20 to 30 seconds, and they're coming at GM saying that they did not put any wideband protection to prevent hacking. Okay, this is every single fob then. I mean, you're going to have to go back for Silverado. You're going to have to go back for a Corvette. You're going to have to go, well, the Corvette, because the Corvette did have the E99. So, yeah. Boom. Boom. So easy. It's so easy. I mean, HP tuners, I believe all you have to do, because they were talking about, and everybody that left comments on my video that they said that I didn't do enough research and blah, blah, blah. Man, seriously, fuck you. Like, I'm not listening. You're wrong. This is morons being morons and then trying to blame that person for the problem that they're in. And basically, let me get in here. I'll add it back in. So basically, they're talking that, and this is a problem I have with it. This is a problem I have with it because they're saying that the Corvette theft has jumped up 1,185% in the LA area from 2023 to 2024. And that's less than 100. What was it? Rising from 7 to 90 thefts. And this is going to ruin it. If this goes through, this will be what ruins it for us, because this is stupidity. This is being stupid on purpose. So basically, I can't remember. I'm sorry. I read this article a while back. I hate dead air just as much as you guys. But they're basically blaming GM, saying, they're basically blaming them for not putting in any kind of, yes, here it goes. Class action suit is for GM failed act, long-standing problem with the Chevy Camaro buying risk. No, I'm sorry, that's not it. It says 2010 to 2024. Okay, I'm sorry. It was, God, right at the top. Okay, it says specifically the 2010 to 2023 Camaro can have their key fobs hacked, enabling the theft. It's basically coming at GM for when you sign on the dotted line for the financing and the purchase agreement for your car. They're coming at him saying that GM didn't have a disclaimer that it's not an unhackable key. And I'm telling you, it's stupid crap like this that's going to ruin it for us down the road, because this is what brought on stupid crap like Global B, them monitoring your GPS, them taking your data and selling it. This is the stupid crap that makes us pay You know, and it's basically being localized to one city. So I hope and pray that this lawsuit actually gets shot down in flames, because yeah, yeah, that'd be a good place to start, wouldn't it? Yeah. Once you once you let them know that if you break the law, you're actually going to do some time, you know. Yeah. You catch a felony or two, whatever. Um might change some minds and actually have it stick. Not, you know, not have these stupid ass laws where they just get out the same day, go out and do it again, and there's no ramifications or no consequences for your actions. Because I guarantee you, this is a stupid crap that's gonna freaking make us pay, because this is gonna be more security, more watching, more Big Brother. It's, I guarantee you, and this might be intentional. This might be set up, you know, for self-inflicted. But I'm telling you, I put it in my video. This is how I keep my keys. So my spare, this is called a Faraday pouch. You can get a Faraday pouch or a Faraday bag. That's how I keep my keys. Once it's in here, boom. You can't get to the signal. Good luck. $9.99 or $19.99. I don't know what it is. Even if it's $49.99. It's cheap insurance. This is how, I mean, just have it hanging on a hook right there. And you can keep one in your freaking center console. If you get out, if you see somebody walking around your car or whatever, boom. As long as you don't go pushing buttons or bring the remote near to the car, you're good. Trust, you know, I would trust the encryption on the key. So I honestly think that Camaro 6 is going to be the best Camaro as far as that teetering edge, as far as having, you know, our nannies and our goodies and electronics and the creature comforts and blah, blah, blah. But yet still being able to take all that crap out and not have it like absolutely obliterated. So this is going to be, here, I'll bring this in here. This is going to be the reason why. Oh, let me see here. I'm sorry. Boom. I killed something here, but that, yeah, I guarantee you that this is going to be, well, one aspect of it that's gonna kill. So let's get in here. And I think this wasn't that long ago, but here's a video of pretty much, this sums it up. Oh my gosh, man. Here we go. This is one of them times where I really hate StreamYard. Here we go.
LA has long been home to street takeovers like this. Street racers blocking off roads and intersections, performing dangerous stunts and maneuvers. And tonight, a new warning. Thieves may be looking to steal your car.
Isn't it the best when like one of them gets hit or gets run over, or you know, when they, like 6 of them have to go in the middle and carry them away because they just got fucking smashed? I don't know why, but I find that quite satisfying. This is the crap right here that's ruining it for the rest of us. So,
Or to take it for a joyride.
Generally, people don't do that to their own vehicles that they own because of the wear and tear, and of course the expenses that it would cost to actually repair a vehicle if it was to be damaged.
In Los Angeles, the problem has gotten so bad, police say they've seen a massive spike in car thefts, a more than 1,000% increase in just the first 2 months of this year. And the thieves' car of choice, the Chevy Camaro.
Why specifically are we seeing such an uptick with the Chevy Camaro?
We've seen that it's a muscle car that young juveniles or young adults really like. It's a popular car, and of course the horsepower that the vehicle has, they're able to speed and of course do maneuvers in these vehicles.
Police Police say car thieves can use a device the size of a cell phone, which can pick up on the signal of nearby key fobs. Once it detects a key fob, it can copy it, which allows car thieves to open the car door, reprogram the ignition system, and the entire process can take less than 3 minutes. Experts say you can buy the duplicating devices online, anywhere from $500 to $2,000. They're meant to help people who have lost their car keys, but now thieves are using it to get their hands on Camaros, valued at approximately $30,000.
So this is the part where like technology is supposed to make people's lives easier and better and more convenient, and all of a sudden we're getting other people that come in and misuse this crap, and then they ruin it for everybody else. This is the stupid stuff that creates felonies and laws, and it makes our existence or our life in the car community tougher. And it, hosting car events, doing anything which you'd think is harmless and common. This is the crap that's, every time you get pulled over, this is the reason why, you're getting the attitude that you're getting, because it never used to be this way.
Some are being used for street racing. Others are being sold online.
If individuals see a vehicle being sold that appears to be brand new, take heed and not consider purchasing that vehicle.
Police say to protect yourself, never keep your key fob in your car, and consider using a security case or wrapping your fob in aluminum foil to prevent the signal from being detected. LAPD now trying to get a grip on this alarming trend. Priya Sridhar, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Thanks for watching.
No, NBC, you need to do more research. That's exactly what I told you. Did you see? Get yourself a Faraday pouch, keep it away from the car, trust the encryption, and you're good. You're good. I don't understand what's so freaking hard and why everybody has to try to get up my ass. If you really want to know what it is, here I'll let me add it in here. It's called Flipper Zero, and this is what it is. And they're back in stock. You can buy them, I think, $150. But this is what this tool was meant to be. It was meant to be, in a age or era that we live in where, high tech, you got to have a key, you got to have a pass, you got to have a magnetic deal. This was made to make your life easier. And this is basically all it does is it goes in super simple. You see these pins? You can use those here. I'll show you. You can scroll down a little bit. We'll show you. But just like this gate, it's made to scan, just like your garage door opener, whatever. It'll scan. It'll mimic the code, stores it in there. Any frequency. It's actually, you can use it as a key card. It's a really cool deal. Cheap. And this is the crap it's just like this right here. This is the part where it's being abused for your car. It's a shortwave. It's the same technology. It's been inside of a freaking Universal TV remote since, man, the 90s, maybe late 90s. You just have a little SD card. Boom. It'll store all the data that you have, and it'll, you can store a lot in there. And I mean, there's so many freaking uses for it. It's hard to explain. This tool could be so handy, but you have to go on and, I mean, just like this right here, if your computer breaks down or whatever, and you're the nerdy kind, you can actually go in and manually stick the pins off the soldering joints on the circuit boards and still retrieve the data from PCs or, whatever. There's so many uses to this thing. It's unreal. It's really cool. And it's not, what do they say? $200 or whatever, up to $1,000. But yeah, for sure. Pretty handy little deal. So, let me see here. Let me check in on you guys. I've been running my face. Did everybody have a good day today? It's hump day, man. It's hump day. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do throughout the week, but okay. So right before my face blew up, I really wanted to make this video, and I watched this. I like digging up old clips now that the Camaro's gone, and all the content creators from time to time, really stop making Camaro content. So I dig up the old stuff and I watch it because, I don't know, just not into Corvettes or anything. I mean, I'll watch it, but whatever. Oh my God. So anyways, Balls of Steel. This the Camaro Z28. I don't know. I hope I get to at least drive one. I don't know if I want to own one. It's yeah. You know what? I'd take it at the right price. I'd take it. I think it's a little fluffed up, but whatever. I think it's a pretty cool car at the end of the day. So, basically, let's go over the specs here, and you can go into the Chevrolet press room. The 2014 Camaro Z28. When this car came out, it was freaking ridiculous. It was the last way to, recycle the LS7. That saved GM quite a bit of money. They got the transmission from Tremec, which saved GM quite a bit of money as far as like R&D and coming up with something new for because this car was like 75 grand when it came out, and they had a hard time selling them. I think they had to discount them down all the way down to like 50, like 50-ish, 55, just to get them out the door. And I remember back when Craigslist was the thing, and I saw one of these on Craigslist for $29,000, and I just didn't have it back then. But here's the part where the LS7. So you get a higher revving motor. I believe redline on it's like 7,000 RPM, which is like 500 over the LT. But this is where, right there, 391. And this is, it's good and it's bad. You get a 305 stance setup, square setup for the wheels on the car. But it's 391. It's too low. And I'm telling you, I changed mine out at 373. It's too low. The sixth gear is more like the ZL1 1LE because mine is 0.51. You have to know transmissions, but 0.51, and this one is 0.63. The ZL1 1LE is a 0.68. Other than that, the gears are pretty much identical. So, this is the only thing I don't like about it, about the 2014 Camaro Z28, because if I bought one, I just don't know if I could. I just don't know if I would have it in me to re-gear it, go through it, and tear it apart. I mean, that's kind of, they made 1,801 of these cars, so it's not really a car you want to go molesting and tearing down. Now, if just like that Scrap Life garage one, where it's a salvage tile, you can do whatever you want there. But carbon ceramic rotors, I mean, carbon ceramic brakes. This car was the shit. I mean, you had DSSV spool valve shocks, so it's almost the ZL1 1LE naturally aspirated. So this car is actually quite amazing for 2014. Serious lot of car for the money. So let's get into it. And I'll tell you why this was my favorite run the Camaro did around the ring. Let me back it up here. So, and if anybody knows the reason to this, tell me why. But I'm wondering, you see the starting point to where, and I'll show you when the timer ends, and it could be, it's just what they did for the video, but it seems like the pit area for, whatever crew is in there at the time trying to run their lap. It seems like they start after you cross past the pit area, but then the finish line, I mean, I've said it in other videos, as long as it's consistent for every car, but it just, I don't know a reason why they do that. So, right, boom, that's when it starts. Oh my gosh. See? That's exactly why I have to sit here and watch. See, that's exactly why I have to sit here and watch StreamYard. I'm sorry, man. I looked over. I thought we were on the wrong video. That's what I'm telling you, man. Get it together. Get it together. I'm not the only one, because there's other content creators I've been watching, and it's been happening here lately. More often. So, all right. Let me add it back in here. Okay. So if you notice, and I'll say it again, I'll start over again here. I know there's gonna be people that comment. When the pit area, notice when the time starts. When the timer starts, it's going to be in the lower left-hand corner. And then you'll be able to notice when the timer stops at the end of the run. If anybody knows, just comment, tell me. Because I would like to know. I would like to know why. Boom. You notice how the engine's like, wow, 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 wow. I mean, it's just, I can't help but think if they reduced the gearing down and made it just a little touch taller. The reason they did that was because when the car comes out of the corner, they want it to have so much torque to be able to get back into the RPM. But I think even 373, like I said, and I'll get back to it here, but my car, stock form, I think if, well, I'm sorry, not stock, 600 wheel, if it had like a 330 to 1, because the C6 ZR1 has a 346 or 342, I'm sorry, and they claim that's the perfect gearing ratio. It's like, yeah, 330 to 1, I think would be perfect, but let's keep going here. 391, way too short. Hear those tires screaming. I can't help but think that if they had like the new Supercar 3R tires on there or something, went back and reran it. Yeah. Another thing, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you is this track's wet. You can see the storm cloud overhead and the concrete's like a little bit damp. That's probably not why those tires are screaming for their lives, because I can't remember what tire came on at stock, but that's what makes it so freaking amazing, is that track is damp at the moment. Oh, shit. I can only freaking imagine. Here's the part of the track where it's at the lowest point. It's all uphill from here. And this is the part where this is the only portion of the track that comes in contact with the city. That's why they got all those barriers up. I can't remember where that area is called. It starts with the W. This is where that 391 is going to help it. .143. This is the area where I think that if they shortened the gears just a little bit, I think they would have got more speed and a better time out of it. But if you notice, you listen to the motor, it's really not bogging down coming out of the exit speed of the every time it comes around a corner. But I don't know. I'm sticking to my guns here. You'll see what at the last part what I call the home stretch. You'll see. Super smooth. What do they call this? The carousel? Oh shit. How smooth. Those 305 tires in those multi-matic shots, really. I really wish they would have made those available in the SS1 Elite. Boom. Zero fucks given during this. I'm telling you, this guy is crazy. And you're thinking, oh, well, he's at a racetrack. It don't matter, really. And whatever, he should be fine. Do you know how many people have died at the Nurburgring? It is insane. The level of which he is about to take it to, like I said, this very last little bit, this is what I call the home stretch. Because those tires are pretty, I mean, if you've ever seen these things, they're like basically a slick. And you're going to go max this car out. My hat's off to you, sir. Whoever that was, you're the man. You got it today. Yeah. going to say this. The 10-speed got up to like 183, and the 6-speed ZL1 Elite got up to like 170. So this is where that 391's working against it. He might not even hit 160. Yeah, 157, 158, 159. Oh, there's 160, 161. Saw 161. Yeah. Now watch where they end it. Boom. But they didn't even start the clock till way up there. And it's not the only one. So 737. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The ZL1 ran a 740. 741. Yeah, it's get that out of my ear there. So 740, it's actually faster than the ZL1. But like I said, you know, once you get into that top speed, that home stretch area, the 10-speed got up to 183, I think it was. So there's time still on the table with that car. Just change the gearing. I think if you know, whatever you could change it down to, but that car is under freaking rated. And that guy ran that run in the rain. So I'm assuming GM only had like certain allotted, you know, amounts of tries or time or whatever, because you can't just sit there and run. You know, you're gonna get so many runs in, and then you kind of have to be good with whatever it is. So yeah, whoever that driver is, man, my hat's off to you, brother, because that's some pretty impressive driving. So what are we at? 45 minutes here. Anything you guys want to talk about? Is the week sucking ass so far? I will tell you this, the Fed did not raise or decrease the interest rates today, so it looks like car shopping or shopping in general is going to be a little bit rougher for a while. So just a little FYI tidbit. So okay, all right. If you guys are happy, I'm happy. Almost 8 o'clock. We'll get out of here. Hope you guys are having a good week. Hoping I'm not trying to be an asshole or whatever, but yeah. Okay, fellas. Well, it was good hanging out. I'm gonna be back. We'll be back with more. I think we're gonna be doing we had a little bit better of a turnout tonight, so I think we're gonna be doing the evenings. So like the video on your way out. You know what to do. Blah blah blah. Subscribe. We'll be catching you guys on the next one. Till then, take it easy.